G'day guys, welcome to my second SuperCoach video. Haven't really done much over the last month because there's been no practice games or anything like that, so didn't really see the point. Now that we've had one practice match that the teams have played, I thought I'd give an update. So starting off with the defenders, Jake Lloyd, picked him at the start of last year. Probably had a bit of a down year by his standards, but with Dawson gone now, I think he represents some value, and he should have a good year. Might get some of those kickouts back, which would be good for us. Second is Jaden Short. Now I was tossing up between Short and Ridley, with Ridley now that Essendon's recruited Jake Kelly. Frees up Ridley a bit more to take some more intercept marks, but not sure if he's taking all the kickouts like he did at the start of last year. But with Jaden Short, now that Hooley's gone, I just get the feeling that Jaden Short could be a little underpriced, and averaged more, about 10 points more I believe, when Hooley was out of the side. Third, Lockie Whitfield. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to pick any GWS players because their coach Leon Cameron. Then they've got Lockie Whitfield at 502k, def mid. He could bit underpriced, I reckon, for what he can do. He could go 110 plus, I reckon. So get in my side. Now here's an interesting one. George Hewitt, 399k, def mid, recruited from Sydney to the Blues because he wanted more mid time. And why I've selected him is Sam Walsh is injured. He's going to miss like the first 7 or 8 weeks or something like that. So should get plenty of inside mid time, and he could score quite well, I believe. Okay, so the rest of the back line: Nathan O'Driscoll, Sam De Koning. Both should get games. Not really keen on having De Koning on my field, so hopefully maybe I can swap him with Boyd, who also I'm not quite sure on. And Charlie Dean, 102k. I believe he's a key defender, so just stick him on my bench. Jordan Roughhead's out for Collingwood, so he should at least play the next first 5 or 6 games, I think, which should get at least 3 price rises. Fingers crossed. Okay, on to the midfielders. Jack McRae. I never start with this guy in my team, and it always burns me. So I'm just starting with him this year. Highest scoring player last year, and a great VC option. Jack Steele, another one. Had a great year last year. Another one who I never really have in my team, and I always hate it when someone comes up against me with him in my side because I get really nervous. So I'm just going to start him this year. Again, another solid captain, vice captain. Tom Mitchell at 638k. He had a bit of a slow start to last year, coming back from a broken leg from the previous season. But he really stepped it up after the bye, and I actually think he is a bit underpriced, I think, for what he can do. And Lockie Neal at 543k. Now this guy is definitely underpriced. Had quite a few injuries last year, which has affected his scoring, which has affected his price for this year. But he's been flying on the track, and I do believe that he'll get back to his very Brownlow winning best. Our next pick is Jai Caldwell. Maybe a bit of bias from a Bombers supporter, but scored 50.5 of footy in the practice game. I don't know, tossing up between him and Jared Berry from the Lions, who has actually scored or averaged over 100 before, but just for now it's Caldwell. But the next 2 picks, Jason Horne-Francis, Nick Dacos, but obviously both very high rated draft picks of the last year and should both get games. Elijah Hollins from the Gold Coast, mid forward swing, was a high draft pick last year but was injured, didn't play at all last year, so he's at the 123k mark. And just got Connor McDonald, B. Brody Owland, and James Sitzes on the bench. Yeah, obviously they're just placeholders still at the moment. Yeah, we'll see if hopefully they can get games. Okay, in the rucks, I've just gone set and forget. Last year I went with Max Gawn and Matty Flynn at R2. Yeah, I think I was very nervous every Thursday night, just seeing if Leon, just for some reason, would drop Matty Flynn. But yeah, this year, set and forget. Sean Darcy, and Brody Grundy. Grundy had a bit of a down year last year for his standards. Got a bit of a neck injury during the middle of the year, but he's fit and ready to go. And that Akai, who's at R3, that will be, what is it, his name, Hayes, that St Kilda are about to sign, and I believe will be a ruck. And Paddy Ryder, apparently he's been having some Achilles problems, so he might even get games as a 102 ruck. Maybe I should put him R2. No, only joking, I'm not doing that again. And finally onto the forwards, Josh Dunkley. Traded him in my side after about 2 or 3 rounds last year. Was great until he got injured. Yeah, before he got injured, he was pumping out consistent 120s, 130s. But then, when he came back from his shoulder injury, it just wasn't quite the same. I don't know if it was just, injury related or, couldn't find a spot in the Bulldogs midfield. But yeah, I'll be starting him at F1. A man who's burnt me in the past before, Isaac Heaney. I believe John Longmire said that Isaac Heaney will be getting more midfield time. And do I believe him? Well, he said the same thing about Callum Mills last year, who was actually injured, by the way, Callum Mills, so there's a spot in the midfield for him. He said, that he'll play midfield, and he did. So, I'm going to believe him again and chuck him at Isaac Heaney at R2, F2. Next is Zach Butters. So start of last year, had a couple of really high games last year. I remember the game he got injured. He's a bit injury prone. But I remember the game he got injured. I think it was just before half time, and he was on 100 or something like that. So I really like this pick. Next pick, Caden Coleman, who was playing off half back in the finals, I believe. And could he take over from Grant Birchall's role, who's retired? I'll be definitely keeping an eye on him in the next practice match. And can also swing with Sam De Koning as a def mid. And then we've got Stephen Coniglio. Like Lockie Whitfield, didn't want to pick any GWS players, but then they've gone and given Coniglio forward mid status, and he's only 260k. This is a guy that consistently averages between 90, 100. So happy to take him at 260. And Charlie Curnow at 224k. Hasn't played in a couple of, well, he did play at the end of last year, but he is quite underpriced. Just a little bit worried about how his body holds up, but he should be fine. And on the bench, got a forward ruck, Charlie Comben, who should play some games for North Melbourne. Wouldn't expect him to score high, but he's good for my bench and just for a little bit of cover on the rucks. And Charlie Parker, no idea if he plays, but fingers crossed that he does. Because I think last year they did play a couple of their mature age rookies, so who knows? We'll see. Won't know till round 1. Okay, so that's my team. Probably do another update after the second lot of practice games, and also I'll be in a draft league, so might do some videos on SuperCoach draft, so let me know what you think of my team. Alright, that's it from me. See you later.